Hello everybody, my name is Sirhc and welcome back to Evoland 2. So we are out exploring. Sirhc, look at that! I am looking at this. I think we saw this last time, but we're playing it again. My parents, my friends, everything's gone. Oh no. So they must have used the weapon thing. I had my suspicions, but I'm not sure about it. This isn't our time period. I'm sure about it now. We have to find out what happened. Let's try Genova. Alright, so let's go into Genova and see what's going on here. We are like 50 years in the future from the time that we the time that we started in. We're 50 years in the future. That's Darla's time. So we have some people here guarding. You are now entering the great trade capital, Genova. Be sure not to make any trouble and we'll ensure your safety. What are you gonna say? Traders and disciples, traders and disciples. All day long, all I see are traders and disciples. It's crazy. Has everyone really become a trader or a disciple? What are disciples? Like, obviously I know what traders are. Hello, we're very close to each other right now. A little uncomfortable. You just got to Genova, right? It's obvious from your tan. You've spent too much time outdoors. In Genova, my delicate skin is protected from the sun's harmful rays by the vapors of the smug. So there's smog in Genova, and it helps against the sun rays. Again, we're like kissing. I mean, that's a little too close to get to a stranger, I gotta say. Are you in the market for a smug-fueled furnace? Step right up. Ours are the very best out here, guaranteed to have minimal smug emissions, and at an unbeatable price, too. Buy a smug furnace and you'll save on wood. It's very good for the forest. Did you know that? And if you purchase one right now, you'll pay 0.1% less tax. So what do you say? No thanks. What are you, sales pitch proof? If everybody's like you, my business will go down the drain. Well. So is this, wait. We've been to Genova before. Yeah, the sewer's over here, so everything's like the same layout. This was just a house. Everything's got pipes and gears running. Interesting. This was the rich people's houses. They have guards by their door now. Let's see. I think that there was chickens over here. This was the casino game. Interesting. Let's go. Did I talk to you? Let me through. I'm training. I'll need to build up my strength if I want to climb Mount Alpha. That's the only way to become a disciple. Huh. So it looks like some sort of religion and industrialization has kind of taken over Genova and taken over the land. Do you really think the Great Destroyer caused the Great Disaster? And what about this business with the 5 keys he needs to collect before destroying the world? Huh. So they must be kind of worshiping the guy who created the weapon that destroyed, probably the main sorcerer guy, I would assume. When I was little, I'd always go hide in the sewers with my friends. It was full of rats and other disgusting stuff, but man, did we have a good time. But ever since the Great Disaster, I just don't enjoy life anymore. Huh. We've been in the sewers. It wasn't that great. Let's go in these houses. Alright, these people look familiar. Our family has been poor for generations, but at least before we could see the sun. Now everything uses smog. The smoke blocks out the sun, and everyone's getting sick. The traders are the only ones getting richer. What do we get out of it, huh? I worry about my daughter's future. Mommy worries a lot. Are all adults like that? Good question. Let's see if we can rob these poor people. Can I break this pot? No, I can't. Alright. We'll head out. So this is really interesting. Like, we've already kind of explored this place and talked to all the people. That was 100 years ago now, when this happens. It's a great honor for a disciple to be able to to guard Mr. Fogwell's home. Oh, you don't know Mr. Fogwell? He's only one of the richest merchants on the whole continent. Mr. Fogwell is a real nice trader. Maybe too nice, in fact. Whenever he says hello, I immediately want to buy something from him. Either way, he's a very powerful trader. Interesting. Wonder if there's some sort of sorcery going on with that. There's a Mario mushroom guy. Weird. Okay. For goodness sake, Marion. I've told you 1,000 times not to wrinkle the linens. You poor girl, you have absolutely no sense of perfection. The Great Destroyer demands perfection, and I serve the Prophet, who represents the Great Destroyer. So not much has changed in this house. They're still yelling at the maid to do the beds right. The Mistress is so demanding. I'm more frightened of her than of the Great Destroyer. I'm not even sure he actually exists. The Mistress, on the other hand, I couldn't be more sure. Shudders. I've gone and blasphemed without meaning to. Please don't turn me into the disciples, I beg you. Wow. This is terrible. Hello, Mr. Mudwell. Well, hello there, citizen. What can I do for you? Who are you? Oh, I'm but a humble trader from a long line of traders. My grandfather was already a professional merchant at the time of the Empire. He was a real hero, helping those who needed passage in or out of Genova during the war. He did many favors, and he also earned money. He also earned money his keep by working hard. And he also earned money his keep. I don't know what. I feel like that's wrong. Or maybe I'm just not understanding. Anyways, thus was born the Fogwell dynasty. Quite a beautiful story, ain't it? What can I do for you? So this guy, this isn't the same family that was living here before. This guy is a descendant of the guy who helped us out of Genova. I think that guy was Mr. Mudwell as well. And he was a guy in a black hat. So let's ask about the Great Disaster. The Great Disaster happened 60 years ago, on the 50th anniversary of the Empire's victory over the demons. No one knows exactly what happened, except that a huge explosion wiped out the southern part of the continent. Genova was not entirely spared, and the turmoil that followed ultimately led to the Empire's demise. Thankfully, the traders were there to restore order. What can I do for you? I guess we'll just keep asking stuff. The traders. After the Great Disaster, my father and his merchant friends came to the Empire's rescue. They formed the council that would take actions necessary to Genova's survival. Someone needed to act quickly, what with all the chaos. The militia was created to replace the army. The former imperial tax system was abolished to make way for a fairer system. They gave people their freedom back. Since then, everyone is free to do trade and become wealthier. Oh, naturally, traders' sons all become traders themselves, but at least everyone has a chance. What can I do for you? The Smug. The explosion of the Great Disaster left behind a gaping hole filled with this strange substance. As no one rightly knew what the stuff was, people called it Smug. Our scientists quickly found that Smug could be used as an energy source. The traders declared a monopoly on the buying and selling of Smug and built the Smug line to transport it to Genova. Since then, everything here has been fueled with Smug, and every time people use some, more money lines the consul's pockets. Zen Technology Grant. So much reading. I wasn't prepared for this. Help us out. If you ever need a favor, feel free to come and see me. I'd be thrilled to do what I can and be by any means at my disposal in exchange for a service of like value. Of course, I don't do pro bono. Haha, pro bono. Ha ha ha, as if that were even a thing. Alright. So we can go to that guy if we ever need help doing something. Oh, we're gonna have a little powwow. Right in this dude's house. The Great Disaster. My village swallowed up by the Smug. And look what's become of Genova, Sirhc. Is that really our future? He did not mention the demons. They must be hiding somewhere. I cannot believe they all vanished into thin air. That's not the #1 problem here. My village, my parents, everyone's gone. Sirhc, we have to stop this great disaster from happening. I understand your anguish, Miss Darla, but if it is indeed possible to change the course of events, we should start by saving my people. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have a little argument back and forth. Whose people are we gonna save? That can't be changed, Bob. The demon's defeat is a part of history. I learned about it in school. It's in the past. But what's happened here, that hasn't happened yet. But it has. Perhaps in your past, Miss Darla. But to me, your present is my future. What might happen to the Empire is none of my concern. I want my people to live, to not be wiped out by our enemy. But if the Empire doesn't defeat the demons, that could change everything. I mean, maybe I wouldn't even exist. It's just too risky. And what of the people who live here and now? Maybe they too will disappear if you alter the past. Does that not bother you at all? But who knows exactly what can or cannot be changed. It may well be that all this already exists. Perhaps we have already come here and we have done all this, so no matter whatever or what we do, nothing can be changed. You know what, Bob? I don't really know, but I'm at least going to try. That's all we can do. How about you, Sirhc? Do you think we can change time? Sure, but I do agree that we need to help Bob out as well. You see, Bob, Sirhc is an optimist just like me. In fact, I'd much rather help Bob out, because Darla's kind of dumb and annoying. No offense. And if we can, what do you think we should change? The Empire's victory? The Great Disaster? Both. Of course, both. Thank you, Solid Snail. I knew that I could count on you. Are you sure, Sirhc? It's pretty risky. Could throw off the world's balance. But we would still need to be able to turn back time. I do not know what is possible or even reasonable to hope for. Before anything else, we must find a megalith. On that much, I completely agree, Bob. Let's go to the library and dig up some info. I have a good feeling we'll find out where there's a megalith. You heard that, Sirhc? Let's get going. Alright. Alright. Yeah, Darla, she doesn't seem to grasp the whole time travel thing. She's been having a really hard time with that whole concept. Hey, this place isn't closed down. Oh, this is a house now. Hey, guy. I can't seem to find my key to the library, but I'm certain I left it here. I simply must find it to continue my study of the scientific explanation for the predominance of traders in an econo-religious system within a post-disaster society. And where has Mimi gone? Still hanging around with her friends, I suppose. Well, as long as she stays out of trouble and lets me work. Now, where is that blasted key? I have a feeling Mimi has it. So we'll have to find Mimi to get into the library. Illuminati! Illuminati! Actually, no, that's a Deathly Hallows. Nice. Reference. Can I do anything with these? Alright, let's head out. Go somewhere else. Go in here. I can't go in there. This door is closed. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Look at all these boxes just hanging around. Hey, there's a person. Hi, guy. Have you noticed those pipes outside Genova? They pump the smug that provides us with energy. What is smug composed of? I don't know. Why? Do you think it could be dangerous? Probably. You there. It's your lucky day. You just won this gem of a home. Claiming it is so simple, a child could do it. A child with 10,000 gold, that is. My modest purchase fee. So what do you say? Yes. You seem to be short, but come back when you have enough. I wonder if we could actually buy this house then. I really want to buy that house. Hey, it's Walkdonald's. Ooh, much classier establishment. Welcome to Walkdonald's. We've been serving healthy gourmet food for over 100 years. My great-grandfather, founded this restaurant, which fast became the best place to dine in all of Genova. He's a real legend in our family. Interesting. Hi, guy. It has been months since I started saving up to ask Flora out to this restaurant. I so want to tell her how I feel, but I just can't. Why are you telling me then? His face is all red, and he's barely speaking. I hope he didn't eat anything too spicy. It makes him seem so delicate. It's adorable. Aw. She looks like the girl from BioShock Infinite. I can't think of her name, but that's like the exact same dress. And same hair. Interesting. I gotta say, once you're selected to join the elite, you've got it easy. I drink to all those morons who believe in the Great Destroyer. Without their donations, we could never afford this kind of joint. Ha. So they don't believe in the Great Destroyer. Ha ha ha, no doubt about it. It's nice to eat something other than camp food. Luckily, I've moved up in the ranks, otherwise I'd still be digging with the other idiots. Digging? What do they have to dig? Hello, guy. Man, the food here is amazing. Me and the wife come here all the time. Nice. I like how everything's natural. Did you know all the food is guaranteed smug free? That means it's healthy, and what's more important in life than being healthy? Well, that's good that it's smug free. Why can't I get any gold around here? Can we go back behind the counter? Give me gold. I don't see any gold. Also, they use the same paintings like everywhere. It's sort of strange. Ah, here we got the tavern. See what's going on in the old tavern. There is... there's some people. Not as many people as before. The Deathly Hallows book again. My daughter likes to play with her friends out in the courtyard at the inn. I can't imagine what they do out there all day. But perhaps you would like to rest for a while. No. So we have to go to the courtyard, I bet. That's probably where Mimi is. The food here is okay, but it's small beans compared to the Walkdonald's best restaurant on the whole continent. Interesting. We got the kitchen over here. It's getting harder to find non-smug enriched foods, fruits and veggies. Sure, they look pretty, they've got brighter colors, but they're completely tasteless. How am I supposed to use that stuff to cook up some proper plates of food? Yeah, why are they using smug to enrich, to enrich their food? Like, I thought smug was a fuel. Sounds like a terrible idea. Hey, guy. All the books everywhere. All these books everywhere. I do hope the prophet will enact a law banning them. Well, that's terrible. Hey, a guy's sleeping. Hey, guy. Snore. I'll make millions off this contract. Snore. Assuming they don't read the fine print. Snore. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Hey, it's children. Mommy, that man looks poor. Don't touch me, mister. You're gonna give me diseases. Well, that's terrible. Step aside, old man. Can't you see I'm walking here? Yeah, see, this girl looks like the girl from BioShock Infinite as well. Mommy, that man looks poor. No, I'm trying to talk to the mom. Being a trader's wife isn't exactly a cakewalk. True enough, we want for nothing, but my husband is away very often and compensates by bringing our girls presents. I think they'd be better off if he were around more. I can't discipline them. I think they're just too cute to punish them. Interesting. This guy's just lying in bed. I just can't sleep with all the noises from those girls next door. Why doesn't their mother tell them to ease up a bit? What do you mean next door? There's like no rooms here. There's no doors. Alright. I think that's it for the tavern. Let's continue on to the next building. Oh, here's some people. Oh wait, we didn't go in the courtyard. Can we even go in the courtyard? Oh yeah, there's a door over here now. I was gonna say I didn't see one on the back, although I don't see anyone. Didn't he say courtyard of the tavern? Or was it courtyard of somewhere else? Who was that, this guy? My daughter likes to play with her friends in the courtyard at the inn. Isn't this the inn? I mean, it's like a tavern inn. Maybe there's another inn? Hey, people. Prophet Patrol, anything to report? Just because the world will soon be annihilated by the Great Destroyer doesn't mean you should deny his existence. Only those who have helped the Prophet will be saved. Hey. Prophet Patrol. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. So, okay. So they're not worshiping the Great Destroyer. The Great Destroyer is the thing that causes the fear. And they turn to the Prophet, I guess. Or something, I don't know. Oh, my sweet. One day I'll take you far away from the smug fumes, all the way to Sylph Forest where time stands still. Our love will be eternal there. Hee hee hee. Ah, that's so romantic, but I'd rather go hiking on the frozen continent with only our love to warm our frostbitten bodies. I am your faithful knight. Your wish is my command. Ah, so sweet. Oh, my love. Oh, my darling. Why am I just standing here watching this? How about I invite my mother to come along? Uh-oh. How about we forget the whole thing? Ha. Ha ha ha. We just saw love blossom and then crash. Hey, guy. Who are you? There's a chest. Hello there. We have lots of high-quality equipment for sale, all forged with the power of the smug. Take your pick. Ooh. Smug belt, smug boots. Defense -3 for the smug belt. +2 for the boots. Oh, I bet, I know why. Yeah, because we have the, thing. We have the Oricon belt. So this thing's probably not as good as the Oricon belt, so that's why it says -3. Because it would replace that, and we would have less defense. But let's buy the smug boots. Sure. We can up our defense a little bit. No more smelly feet. Now they just smell like smug. Fantastic. And then we already have bronze the bronze sword and the bronze chest plate. Cool. Okay. So let's go over here. Open up the chest. Orcanor? No, red goop. I don't need potions. Potions are lame. Okay. Now where to? A bunch of stuff. Hey, guy. The disciples train at the Prophet's Pyramid west of here. It's got a big eye engraved on it. You can't miss it. Okay. This was the daycare before. Looks like it's, or orphanage, I think. Back in the Imperial days, this place was an orphanage for children whose parents died in the war. Nowadays, it's a home for people bankrupted by the traders and who have nothing left. I would have preferred taking care of the children. Adults only get what they deserve. It's their own fault if they're in debt, right? Makes you wonder why they do it. Didn't anybody tell them what might happen? Why? Why, oh why did I accept that contract? Every day I ask myself the same question over and over. My wife's never forgiven me. To think that I was taught to just say no to traders who want to sell me things I don't need. Or to think if I was taught? I don't know. Leave me. I just want to die alone. I really tried, you know. After working so hard, I'd almost managed to become a trader. And now I've lost everything. It's my fault. All my fault. These traders are making a very lopsided society. Indeed. Oh, there's children. Hey, children. Saku, let's double check everything first. Mimi, did you get the key? Aha, we found the key in Mimi. Yep, Saku, I got it. Brilliant. Saku, how about you, Ribbon? Do you have the map? Yeah, boss. I've got the map. Awesome. I hereby declare, Operation No Toys But Plenty of Books has begun. So they're gonna, wait, what? They're gonna take all the toys and replace them with books or something? Sounds interesting. Saku, I think we should come up with a better name for our operation. I think so too. How about we call it Operation Super Mimi? No! Mimi, it's not just your operation, it's all of ours. And so, might I suggest, Operation Saku and her friends. No way. Why should there be only your name in our operation? Maybe because it was my idea in the first place. Well, I'm the one who stole my dad's key. If I get caught, I won't get dessert for at least 3 days. Which means I'm the one taking the biggest risk here. Stop arguing, you two. I just want to read the books that are hidden in the library. It's so boring without any toys. Oh, so they don't have any toys. And they're trying to steal books so they at least have something. So why not call our operation Operation Books for Ribbon? No! Boo-hoo-hoo. You guys are so mean to me. I'm gonna cry. She's like a ghost. That's weird. Or I think I'm just, like highlighted. I think I kind of highlight when I'm behind stuff so that you know where you are. Anyways, Ribbon, come on now, don't throw a fit. Hey, how about we go back to our HQ to choose the name? Good idea, Mimi. Alright, everyone return to HQ. Hey, wait for me, you guys. Okay, so now they're probably heading back to the courtyard in the inn. That makes sense. You don't look like you're from around here. Bit of advice, try not to blaspheme near disciples or certain members of the militia. Makes no difference to me, but some are a bit overzealous. How do you blaspheme? Oh, there's loads of different ways, and they just seem to get more uncompromising every day. Tell you what, better yet, don't say a thing. Anyway, you don't really look like the chatty type. Sure am not. Hello. The old Imperial jail was abandoned since there wasn't any need for it. Oh, there's still plenty of criminals out there, mainly blasphemers, but they were too expensive to feed and house. Don't get me wrong, we're not savages. We're not going to execute them or anything. That would be way too expensive anyway. No, instead we send them into the Smug. Nobody's ever come back yet. But at least we're giving them a shot. Huh. That's weird. And terrible. And maybe okay. Maybe they're living happy, full lives in the Smug. The militia is being increasingly replaced with patrols of the Prophet's disciples. Oh, but I'm not a blasphemer. Just, maybe it'd be better to keep things separate? Do you believe in the Great Destroyer? If you believe what the Prophet's disciples say, he's going to destroy the world. But if you ask for a precise date, they all get pretty vague. I'm tripping over my words. This is terrible. Maybe it won't happen for a few centuries. Maybe not. So much reading. I joined the militia to defend the Genova, not to apprehend blasphemers. Plus, with every passing day, the definition of blasphemy gets broader. At this rate, I can't say how far we'll go. Maybe we'll end up throwing everybody in the Smug. These guys seem like blasphemers. Let's click on them. My plan's to work in the militia for a few years. After that, I'll save up and become a wealthy trader. It could happen. It's in our constitution, even. Well, very few have done it so far, except for the sons of traders, of course, but that's only natural, right? Anyway, I'll be one of the first to make it big. I just need to pull myself up from my bootstraps. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. This is not a good place to live. More Deathly Hallows books. Alright. If the Prophet has his rules, so does the militia. First rule of the militia, you do not talk about the militia. Second rule of the militia, you do not talk about the militia. And don't even ask about Rule 34. Haha. That's terrible. After a long day, members of the militia come and rest here in the old Imperial Guard room. It's funny to think what 100 years ago, during the war, soldiers actually lived here. They must have had very skilled lieutenants to have won the war. Yeah, or a magic sorcerer thing. I'd rather eat here than in the tavern. This way, I save my money to buy myself a meal at Walkdonald's every once in a while. Makes me drool just thinking about it. Oh, Walkdonald's. Alright. I think that's actually where we're going to end off today. I know it's kind of just a lot of talking, and we still have some places to go around and talk to people. I want to hit everybody so that we really get a good sense of what's going on. And we can get any clues as to what we're doing, where we're supposed to go. I know we need to go to the tavern because we need to get into the library, so we need the key. But anyways, I hope you have enjoyed. I'm just going to run around in circles here. Make sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.